Hello, it's Master Cleveland once again of Classic Taekwondo. Just kind of giving you a heads up that future videos you're going to see what look to be duplicates. The only real difference is these are the old style forms, but the real difference, as I was about to say, are I'll be in an all black uniform, so they'll be easy to tell apart from the originals where I was in a half white, half black uniform. The whole goal here is just to kind of clean things up a bit. As I've said in future videos, there will be a breakdown of patterns and what the movements mean. As I start to get back into teaching a normal class, which will be soon, you'll start to see those patterns broke down with a partner to where it'll become a little bit more, you'll get a better understanding of what I mean by what the Okinawans call bunkai, what the Koreans I think call buche. I'm not sure about that term, but essentially the breakdown of the patterns, which a lot of people say, well, I don't want to do those katas or those hyungs because it's useless. No, there's a lot there, a lot of material there. But what it comes down to is the instructor has to be willing or knowledgeable to teach those things. Because when you look at a form, there's usually about 3 ways minimum to interpret that form. What you usually get is the basic one where you're in ready stance, if it's a basic pattern, and you turn your head and look in the left and do the low defense and then the punch. It's not wrong, it's just the fact that there's a whole lot more that could be going on. Remember what I said in one of my previous videos. If a punch is coming your way, the best way to deal with it is not be there. The last thing a person's going to do in reality is turn into an attack. I mean, you either A, have to have blinding speed and precision. I mean, if you're knocking a kick or low attack aside and the person's still coming your way. I mean, you've deflected the kick, but their body is still moving in your direction, as I've said many times in that one particular video. But the whole goal here is just to get where people take a look at the patterns again. They don't just pass it off as, okay, this is something to promote to my next rank. There's a lot of material you're leaving on the table if you don't understand what it means. But the whole goal of this video is just to say that, yes, you will see some of the old style patterns done again. Not all of them, just a few. But I'm trying to clean things up a bit. In any case, there will be more material to come. There'll be things like one of my next videos is going to be on falls and rolling. I mean, a lot of people don't think of that as a useful skill, but then again, if you trip and fall, you realize that your martial arts training does a whole lot more than just defend you. It keeps you from falling and messing yourself up. The arts do a lot of things. Fitness, focus, defense, awareness. Things that people are always looking, a lot of people are looking at just the combative side of it. And typically when I say combative, many times it's just the competitive combative side of it, not the defensive or offensive combative for your life type. Taekwondo already gets a bad rap with that, and they say, oh, it doesn't work. It does. 30 plus years of training, I can honestly say there's times where I've come out of things that I shouldn't have. If I didn't have the skill or the understanding, I probably wouldn't have. But that's true of any martial artist that's out there that's not, and most of us are not looking for trouble. If you're in the martial arts and you're looking for trouble, at some point you're going to run into that person that's got your number. And it happens to us all. That being said, just stand by on the next videos. If you see what you like, leave a comment, a like, or if really interested, subscribe. More to come.